Hi friends, I'm Amy and today we're making green enchilada stuffed pasta shells. So normally, stuffed shells come with ricotta, mozzarella, parmesan, usually some seasonings, eggs to hold everything together. Enchilada stuffed shells usually have the red enchilada sauce, ground beef, chilies, and cheddar, and occasionally black beans. But I wanted something different, something not so common, but so delicious that I want to make it every week. So we're going to make some green enchilada stuffed shells with chicken and corn and all the good things. So let's get cooking. To start, we need around 1 pound of chicken, which will be one hugely gargantuan chicken breast like this one, or 2 regular sized chicken breasts. Boil the chicken in a medium saucepan until it's fully cooked and it reads at least 165 on a meat thermometer stuck into the thickest part of the chicken. 195 is better because that's ideal for making the meat easily shreddable, but at least 165 for food safety. When the chicken's fully cooked, shred it up with 2 forks or those claw things, however you like to shred stuff, and then set the chicken to the side. While the chicken is boiling, we also want to boil up some jumbo pasta shells. This recipe will fill 20 to 22 shells, but I always make some extra to account for the ones that always break or tear. Plus, I always test my pasta doneness by eating some. When the shells reach al dente status, somewhere on the firm side but not crunchy, drain them and rinse them well with cold water to stop that cooking process and to make sure they don't stick together. Let those sit in the strainer while we work on our next steps. At this point, preheat the oven to 350 and make sure the rack is in the middle position. Okay, here's where the magic happens. In a large bowl, add 4 ounces or half a block of softened cream cheese, 1 cup of ricotta cheese, an 8.5 ounce little can of corn, and you want that to be drained. Add a 4 ounce can of green chilies, whatever level of hotness you like on those. For seasonings, add a half teaspoon each of garlic powder, onion powder, and ground cumin. Add a good pinch of salt and black pepper to taste. I probably went about a 1/4 teaspoon on that one. You can also add a 1/4 to half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes if you want some more heat going on in there. Add in a 1/4 cup of shredded Monterey Jack or pepper jack cheese and stir all that up until everything is combined and the corn and chilies are evenly distributed throughout. Then add the shredded chicken we made, as well as a spoonful or 2 of green enchilada sauce, and stir that in as well until that's all evenly distributed in the mix. And that is our delicious filling. It smells so good. Next, grab a 9x13 baking dish and spread a few spoonfuls of green enchilada sauce on the bottom to keep our shells from sticking. It doesn't need to be a lot, just enough to make a thin layer so the pasta isn't sitting on a dry surface. Okay, shell filling time. Now this part's a bit messy, so if you don't like getting food on your hands, I would just grab some gloves. But anyway, make a little conveyor with the shells, the filling, and then our baking dish on the end. Fill each shell with a tablespoon, about a tablespoon and a half of filling, enough to have a decent amount in there, but you still want the shell to almost close over the filling so it doesn't kind of fall out as this bakes. Place the shells in the baking dish as they're filled and then just keep on trucking until all the filling is gone. I got 22 stuffed shells out of this amount of filling, which filled up my baking dish, so that was the perfect amount. When the shells are all stuffed, pour the remainder of our 10-ounce can of green enchilada sauce all over the top of the pasta. Grab a spatula or something to sort of spread it if you need to. You just want to make sure the tops of the pasta shells are not completely dry. Now, grab the remainder of the shredded Monterey Jack or pepper jack cheese, which will be about 2 cups if you started with an 8-ounce block like I did, or 1 3/4 cups if you're using a bag of shredded jack cheese. Spread all the remaining shredded cheese on top of the shells. Last, sprinkle some Parmesan on top, and this is a completely optional ingredient and can be as much or as little as you like. Bake this at 350 degrees for 30 minutes or until the cheese is all melty and it's starting to turn golden. Look at these shells! They smell so good, like cheese and chilies and all the deliciousness. You can serve these with any sides that you like, but I tend to go for stuff that's not starchy since we already have a whole bunch of pasta here. I went with a simple, light lettuce and tomato salad with a sprinkle of cheddar, but you could go with beans, fresh corn salsa, dips like guacamole, or some crema, pico de gallo. The possibilities are absolutely endless. Drizzle some of the enchilada sauce from the bottom of the baking dish on top of those shells when you serve them, and dinner will be absolutely epic. And yes, I want to make these every single week, and I just want to live on them. They can be super mild or blazingly spicy. You would think that the chicken would be sparse since we didn't start with much chicken at all, but these are packed to the gills with chicken, corn, chilies, and cheese, and I don't know if a better combination actually exists out there. They're so savory with just the right amount of sauce. I mean, usually shells are just kind of swimming in sauce, which makes them mushy and way too wet, but that 10-ounce can is the perfect amount. They're not dry, and they definitely have that lovely green enchilada chili flavor, but they're not scuba diving around in a sauce lake either. But the best, this whole meal only cost me about 13 bucks to make, and it made 4 meals of 5 shells each with 2 extras. And that is just right. Dinner for 4 or 2 people and leftovers for less than 15 bucks. Granted, they didn't last long. They're just too good. It's my favorite now, and I think I'm just gonna go start working on another batch. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment below if you enjoyed making these shells with me. Stay tuned on Wednesdays for copycats of all our favorite restaurant, takeout, even fast foods, because we've made some epic ones and we have even better stuff to come. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you back here next Sunday for another comforting, cozy, home-cooked meal. Bye!